Hi, I am Pramod Khatiwada. I am the owner and director of the travel and tour company called Sherpa Hike Australia Private Limited. It is based in the city of Melbourne in Australia. Today, in this video, I am going to talk to you about what body parts are used when we are walking, most importantly, and which exercise we can do to target those particular muscles or parts in our lower body to increase our ability to walk in a trekking. Now, before I get into it, something very important. Just a disclaimer that I am not a medical professional, neither a fitness professional. So I am assuming in this video, when I talk to you about the exercises, I assume that you do not have any injuries and you have the capabilities to follow these exercises. But if you do have injuries on your back, whether it could be on your knee or any other parts of your body, please consult with your doctor or other medical professionals or health experts before you pursue any of these exercises or advices in this video. Okay, I am simply sharing the knowledge and experience I have from my own trekkings carried out in Nepal and in Australia, and also by talking to a lot of my clients. And today in this video, I have put all of that knowledge together in a good program for you to easily follow through and to prepare for particularly Kailash Yatra Parikrama trek. This is the video that you are supposed to start with, and if you have done that, then you are on the right track, because this video includes all the instructions on what to do and how to do things. You can listen to this video at any point in time that is suitable to you, either on the bus or train or while you're walking or running, because this involves just listening and understanding. However, the other videos after this in the series include the exercises themselves. What that means is when you watch those videos, you need to be in a place and an environment where you can follow the exercises by watching the video. So when you are in your room to do the exercise or wherever it is, then you turn the video on and watch it and do the exercise together. The exercise video after this video, all of them has been put in a series to start at a beginner level, at a very basic level, and then to progress through, right? So the video which says week 1 session 1 is the one that you are supposed to start with and follow the other ones consecutively to progress through. On the first week, you will be doing very much basic stretch exercises. So listen to this video completely, and once you listen to all of the instructions and you have a good understanding, then you make a plan. Choose a date when you want to start the exercise. I am assuming that you are at a beginner level. You start on day 1. For example, if you start on Saturday, your day 1 of the first week is Saturday. Your first session is on Saturday. And I would like you to keep a break if you are starting at a basic level. So the next you will do the exercise on Monday morning, for example. And that will be your second session of the first week. And the other one will be on Wednesday morning. That will be your third session on the first week. And that's it for the first week. The second week you have 3 sessions again. And then following week you have 3 sessions, and you can slowly increase. So my idea is to start with small and then slowly increase the number of type of exercises, and then do it for a longer period of time as you progress. Saying that, however, there is a flexibility. If you are already doing exercise or you are fit and you find that the basic exercise or the preliminary videos are too basic for you, you can skip those videos and jump onto the second or third or even fourth week and start from the fourth week. So you may still need to watch all the videos to understand what are the exercises that have been captured so that you can cover all those exercises in your routine but increase the number of repeats and also the duration, right? So you can do that right in the beginning as well. So there is a flexibility. You watch all of it and then you make a plan on how to do it. But if you are at the basic, I would like you to stick to the series of the videos to follow it through so that it helps you to slowly progress. When you start the program and you're doing the exercise, if for some reason you could not do it on your planned day, you can skip it. And that's fine. So for example, if Wednesday you were supposed to do an exercise, that's your second session of the week, and you could not do it for some reason, you do it on Thursday instead, that still becomes your second session of that week. I hope you understand that concept. So you're following the second session for that week on Thursday instead of Wednesday, and you can do that throughout. Another point to note for the basic users is you can do it even slower than what's recommended in this video as well. So to adjust, really to adjust with your capability. And this is not a competition and this is not a rush. This is just about increasing your ability to effectively walk, to complete the parikrama. And the parikrama walk itself is not extremely difficult. It's not extremely technical. So what that means is you just need some basic level of exercise, some basic level of preparation. So you don't need to think too much. For the beginner level, I am expecting that by the fourth week, you would have done 12 sessions. So whenever your 12 session completes, depending on how many times you have been able to repeat the exercises a week, then I think it's a time for you to move on to next level, to advance it a little bit, because I'm assuming by the fourth week you would have tried all the exercises and all the repeats and you feel comfortable doing all those exercises. You have developed a routine, and because of that you can leverage on it and then progress to do it more quickly. What I would suggest is that once you listen to this video entirely and make a plan, before you start the session, you do a walk. You do a long walk for about 2 hours to 3-4 hours if you can. Okay? If you have the hills around where you live, please do that. So once you listen to this video, wait for the weekend. On the weekend or whenever is your free day, you do a minimum 2 hours walk wherever is possible, and then notice what is your walking capability, how your body feels, how you feel it. And then you make a plan to start the exercise, okay, in next 2 days or so, giving a break to your body. You start the exercise in first or second week. Around second week, you do the walk, the same walk again, and see how it feels. Has anything improved? Do you find that walking easier? Okay, that's very important, super important. Please do that. So talking about motivation, what I would suggest is when you're doing the exercise, you may want to play a bhajan, your favorite bhajan on the background, or even a music that will keep you going, and keep thinking of Kailash Yatra. So the reward of doing that exercise is preparing you for the yatra so that you can successfully complete the yatra, number one, very important, but also number two is that you enjoy it. So you enjoy it very much, you're in a very good spirit and you feel connected to God while you're doing it, right? So it's very important, and that will motivate you. And when you're doing exercise, always focus on the outcome and think that every single time, every day, every session when you do it, every single exercise you do it, every minute you spend on the exercise is taking you closer and closer to that goal of completing that parikrama and being close to the God, connecting to God, right? I hope that will be a good motivator for you. It does work for me. In terms of timing, you can do the exercise any time of the day. Don't do it immediately after a meal. Do it before a meal or after 3-4 hours after a meal. You can do it early in the morning. It's best if you can. If your time doesn't suit, you can do it anytime. In terms of duration, you would like to stick to the number of repeats that's been mentioned in the video for each of the exercise item on each of the session throughout the weeks. However, you can adjust it as per your capability. So if I say 5, but you're struggling to do 5 times of a particular exercise, you can do it 3 times as a start. Or if you find it quite basic, you can do it 10 times, even at the start. So you need to find your own starting point, right? When you start, however, focus on the number of repeats, but not on the duration. I would recommend to do the exercise at the start for about 20 minutes. Spend about 20 minutes at the start. Do it 3 times a week and then slowly progress to perhaps 30 minutes in each session 3 times a week. And later on, you can increase to 4 or 5 times a week, or just leave it to 3 times a week. That should be enough for Kailash. As I said before, that Kailash trekking is not very difficult. The difficulty is because of the high altitude, but the technicality of walking is not that difficult compared to many other trekkings that are carried out in Tibet or in Nepal. It's very important you combine the exercises with cardiovascular exercises. Walking or running for you would be ideal. Walking would be ideal because you'll be walking. That's what you'll be doing. That's the activity during the parikrama. So the walking is better. If you can do it up the hills and down the hills, that's ideal. That's even better. But if you can't, even on flat ground, every now and then, like once in 2 weeks or once in a month, please walk for a long period of time, like 2 hours, even up to 4 hours. That will really set you up.